Sithokozani bogogo nomkhulu salukazi endoda lesugogo Bathini Mbatha. Uma vula kuvala emzini wayamadoda, umbuzo uthi gogo gogo awusitshene. Does Muthi really works? Gogo, does Muthi really works? Umbuzo lo. Kubuza umuntu confused and umuntu asuka abuza on the angle of disbelief. On the angle of not really suffered the consequences of the work of Muthi. My answer is simple. Yes, Muthi works. Gogo, prove it to me ukuthi Muthi works. Before I can prove it to you, the only time and place that I can prove that is when you come at home for help and then you see ukuthi, am I able to assist you now? But find out from somebody who has been failing one subject or one class by small marks every time. Ask somebody who have lost their parents in their hands after they've tried everything in their powers to help their parents. As somebody who has lost a baby at 8 months or at first week or so. As somebody who's not getting kids and they've went to everybody, the gynae, the GPs or whatever specialists, fertility clinics and everything, who have went there. And then the doctor said, the specialist said, no, there's nothing wrong with you, but they're not getting kids. As somebody who has a husband and the husband is not doing anything for them, the husband is giving the mother all the money, or the wife is not contributing at home, is taking all the money to home. As somebody who's qualified and overqualified, who has all the qualifications you can think of, but they're still unemployed. As somebody who has the business and all the compliances that you can think of, but their business is not making money. As somebody who has closed down, who has to close down the business, not because of the COVID issues, but because of customers were no longer coming in. As somebody who's in business, cooking, doing everything, but they had to take that food to the rubbish bin because nobody buys. Gogo, does Muthi works? Ask the above people that I've just mentioned. Don't wait until you confirm ukuthi Muthi works or it doesn't work. Believe what I'm telling you. Muthi works. Ubuthakathi bukhona. Gogo, does Muthi works? As somebody who has so many enemies, most of them they were self-invited enemies, but they've destroyed all of those enemies because of true Muthi. As somebody who has to fight his life out of hospital and went to a traditional healer, that's when they got help. After they've tried all their prayers and all the specialists on the planet, but the only time they went to a traditional healer and then they got help. Muthi works. But don't wait for it don't wait for the consequences of not believing whether it works or not. Don't wait for that, because it's going to destroy you even further. Muthi works. Muthi works. Somebody said to me, no, Gogo, Muthi doesn't work. It's God's plans. If it was planned by God and everything, it's fine. If you're going to live your life in a presence of Muthi, and then the only thing you can think of when is to say no, Anything happens for the reason. If God allows it, then it will happen. If God doesn't allow it, it won't happen. What about you? What are you allowing to happen into your life? What about you? What about you? So are you going to sit down and not being employed because of it's God's plan? So what are you going to eat? What are you going to eat? Who must take care of you now? If ever you say it's a God's plan, so we're not going to make a plan, we're not going to go to a traditional healer, we're not going to go to the pastor to get help and everything, who are you expecting to assist you? Who must take care of you until God answers to your prayers, or until God performs his plans upon you? Gogo, does Muthi works? Yes, Muthi does work. Muthi does work. There are people that now, when they're watching these videos, they are, something drops. There's some water drops from their eyes down their cheeks because of they know that I'm touching another subject. There's somebody ohleli ukubozala abantwana ngaphume ekhaya. Hayi ukuthi sifebe lo muntu loyo, hayi ukuthi akanathi isimilo. No, it's not about that. Somebody's dealing with that person. There's somebody who's going up, down, and right and center, meeting and everything. Not ukuthi isoka lo muntu loyo. No, somebody's dealing with that person. There's somebody that is working, earning a very good salary, but they don't know what they're working for. They don't know that they don't have a car, they have a house. If they have a car, that's the only thing they're working for and everything. Somebody's working on them. There's somebody who they can't even build a proper room for themselves, not even to mention their mothers, where their mother's sleeping and everything. Somebody's dealing with them. Then you come and argue with me to say Muthi doesn't work. Then who's dealing with those people? It was that God's plan for those people to struggle, not to have place to sleep, to work and not to see what they are doing with their money? We live in the 21st century, guys. We're living in other days. We need to really think out of the box. I didn't invite Muthi. I didn't come with Muthi into this world. I found Muthi in this world, and I'm going to leave Muthi in this world. And I found Muthi working in this world, and I'm going to leave it working in this world. So I'm not personalizing anything here. I'm not talking about a product that I've manufactured to say, no, you have tried everything, tried mine. No, I found Muthi here, and I'll leave it here. All I can tell you, Uguti, Muthi works. You can go argue with Umtagatuang again if you don't believe me. But Muthi works. There are people who are not sleeping at night. There's things that are working in the yard. There are things that are working inside the ceiling. There are things that are working on top of the roof. People, they found dead chickens on the yard when they wake up in the morning. Dead snakes and everything. People, they hear, they fear, they see shadows on the windows. Kids are crying at night, not sleeping. And then you tell me, Ogochi Muthi is not working. Good luck. Muthi does work. And Muthi kills. Muthi destroys. But Muthi can also protect you. Can also make you successful. Muthi can also break chains that are formed and weapons that are formed against you. Muthi can protect you. As much as it can kill you, it can protect you. So I'm just getting a lot of messages, people asking me this question. Gogo, but Muthi does what? I can imagine that person where they asked for, that question for a very, very comfort zone, from a very soft life. They're asking me that question. Gogo, does Muthi works? Hey, na wait, I keep believing Murena was a bit. So wait, na ki tapelo fell and everything. Lungela, my sister. Go tapela, go rapela. It's fine. We'll meet somewhere. I'm not saying what Tapelo doesn't work. If you can ask me, does the prayer works? Yes, the prayer works. Yes, I've seen people, many people being helped by pastors. The prayer does work. I'll be very stupid and naive if I can come here in this platform and talk to you and say prayer doesn't work. Prayer does work. The same as Muthi. Somebody asked me, Gogo, can somebody who's praying and everything, can they pray for me for my stuff not to go right. Yes, they can. You can be bewitched by a prayer. It's possible. Do you know why? It depends from which heart that prayer comes from. Remember, the heart filters the prayer. So what filter does the person who prays against you, what filter do they have? That's a key. That's a key. But we're not about prayer today. We're about Muthi. Muthi works. Muthi works. I remember the couple that came to me, and my grandmother in the background said to me, there's a voice said to me, she's desperate for a baby. She was 43 years old, that woman. And they came there for something else. I'll always give this testimony. If it bores you, sorry, tough luck. I love it. And they said, no, we're not here for that. Gogo said, but Gogo said, I must give you something for the baby. They said, no, Gogo, we're not here for that. We're here for the business, blah, 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 blah. I said, it's fine. What do you want for the business? They told me I gave them what they wanted for the business, but I started with what Gogo said. I must give them. I gave them. They came back, and the woman said, Gogo, kunomuntu la ngaphakathi. Kunomuntu la ngaphakathi. And she was brushing her tummy, her big tummy, with such a beautiful smile. I'm sure that she has never smiled for her husband the way she smiled that day. Athi Gogo kunomuntu, not a child, kunomuntu la ngaphakathi. And she was pregnant. I can't remember whether 5 or 6 or 7 months pregnant, but the time was showing she was pregnant. After years, for the very first time in 43 years, for the very first time, I don't know, maybe for 20 years or so, them trying. She has never felt pregnant. After doctors and everything said she will fall pregnant, she should fall pregnant. They can't see what problem seems to be. She felt pregnant. What was that? No, Gogo didn't give me magic to give them. No, wanginika imbiza. Ebizwa kuthiwa inzala abantu. We have it. Ancient herbals. Imbiza kuthiwa inzala abantu. It works like a pep smear. It cleans, it fertilizes, it does everything. It leaves you ready. And the eggs were ready, and she hatched, and she had a beautiful daughter. Yes, the husband maybe wanted a baby boy and everything. No, but God decided, ancestors decided to give her a baby girl who is going to be a testimony to say, my mom fell pregnant at the age of 43. And I'm breaking that curse. I'm not going to fall to that trap. What made that? It was Umamezala who locked things. With what, Gogo? With Muthi. And I've used Muthi as well to open things, to open that womb. Muthi works. It's up to you if you want to believe me today, or you believe me tomorrow, or you still want to go and argue with your traditional healer who will tell you that Muthi doesn't work. Muthi works. And you know when they got you, like they really got you now, or how they're dealing with you traditionally, that's when they make you believe that Muthi doesn't work. Then you're at a very dangerous spot in your life. When now you believe, no, Muthi doesn't work. No, Muthi doesn't work. Gogo, no, Muthi doesn't work. Say I try much. Because the next thing you're going to say, you say it's either prayer or nothing. You know when you now come up with rustations with a Cartoon Network mentality, whereby you say you can hear Jesus talking to you inside Benekant, Kamogare. That's when you know what they are now dealing with you. That's a true testimony that Muthi works. They are now dealing with you because they are now shifting your focus from help. They're shifting your focus. As soon as they deal with the issue of telling you what Muthi doesn't work, they know that they have shifted the focus so that they can find you naked and they deal with you. They want to find you naked and deal with you. Don't wait for that. It's even more painful than you can ever imagine. It's dangerous. Salwa sendo to Gogo Bathini Mbatha umavula kuvala emzini emadoda. Muthi works. For bookings 0357995703. 0357995703. There's a say that says awumbiwa ndawonye. Muthi is not found in one place. So the fact that the Muthi that you have used, it didn't work, doesn't mean the Muthi that you'll get somewhere else, it won't work. Thokozani.